and they grew up the correct way. Upper middle class, playing sports, happy about everything, nothing could get them down, never really depressed. Life just came easy to them. And they had this confidence to them where you could tell that they had a confidence to them because they were raised with money. And nothing ever really got to them. And there was a whole group of people like that. And of course, those people have their hard times too. They have their depressions and they have their whatever they have. But I call that average people suffering. People that come from severe trauma or who have mental illnesses and who grew up in poverty or who grew up in families who had parents that were abusive, neglectful, or also who had addictions or mental illnesses, those parents that we had, we are screwed pretty much. And we always will be screwed. And we could try our best to fit in, we could try our best to succeed or be successful or to be average. But what it comes down to is we'll never win. We'll never win. So the best solution to that is to just be present and to say screw it. The hell with it. Because you're not going to win in this world if you're one of us. One of the people who has a mental illness or severe trauma or who came from poverty or who came from nothing or who had issues growing up or who had issues in the womb or in childhood. You could do your best, for sure. You could do your best without a doubt. But you will never, ever be able to compete with those people that I'm talking about that had this beautiful upbringing where they had everything handed to them and they had this confidence level to them because they were raised the correct way. And yeah, that kind of sucks, but at the end of the day, I think it's a beautiful thing to admit defeat and accept the fact that, like, you lost. There's nothing you can do about it. So what can you do now to heal? And what you could do now to heal is to just study and get to a point where you could just become the present moment. I list 15 people in the comments below if you're on YouTube. If you're on TikTok, just go on my homepage, click on the Instagram button thing, Cal, whatever they call that thing, and then it'll say my YouTube name. Click on my YouTube name, go to one of my videos, like the first ones, and click on those videos and go into the comments and look at the 15 people and study those 15 people. They're both spiritual and psychological. It's IFS therapy, Gabor Mate's compassionate inquiry, and a ton of other people that you could study to help heal. If you're also going through severe depression, trauma, abuse, neglect, if your parents have a mental illness, you could also read my book. It's $3. It's on eBay. It's a Kindle book. Just download Kindle and read it. I know a lot of people don't read anymore, but I mean, I think it's worth reading just if you're suffering and you're extremely depressed. Yeah, and just, I don't know, do your best. Do your best, but I think the only way to really heal is to just do the work, study those 15 people that I listed. They're really good people. Read my book if you want. And then the more and more you get into psychology and spirituality, you learn that healing the gut biome, nutrition, fitness, it's all linked in together, and so sleeping and all this other stuff. But I feel really bad for our community, I do. Because we got screwed over. A lot of us, we don't even understand why we were born. And I get that. I get that because I don't understand why I was born sometimes too. And if you read my book, you'll understand the severe depression and homicidal thoughts and the amount of times I've been in mental institutions, and every time I go into society I want to kill people, or I want to kill myself, or I have a nervous breakdown, and life is just very difficult for us. And then we look at those people that I was talking about earlier who just have this inner confidence and are just always joyful and are just partying every Friday, and they're just great, and they're banging women, and they got no cares in the world. No cares in the world. Of course, they have average suffering, but average suffering is average suffering. We have severe suffering. There's a difference there. There's a difference there. So the only thing we could do is heal and become present. Become the present moment, so you could dissolve the self, so you're no longer you. When your life sucks that bad that the only answer is to dissolve yourself so you can no longer be you, that's pretty effing sad, man. But when you're raised like us and you're competing with the people that I'm mentioning earlier, the people who came from wealth or who came from loving homes or played sports and banged women and got whatever the hell they wanted, or grew up as the pretty girls, the popular girls and the popular guys on sports teams and cheerleaders and all that shit. The hell with those people, man. The hell with those people. Anyways, I gotta go. Those people are still fine, don't get me wrong. I don't want to bring my trauma into the world. But when you're one of us, it's hard to not be hurt when you're rejected by those people, or when you're not accepted by those people, or when those people make fun of you. You gotta really turn the other cheek, and you really gotta be like, okay, yeah, my life sucks. And those people look like they're having a really good time. They look like they're on a, Budweiser commercial by the poolside having fun. All good looking and perfect. And I'm just affected. And it sucks. Anyways, I hope you're having a great day. And, go on my YouTube. 15 people below. Read my book if you're really suffering. It'll make you feel even worse. Because it's truthful and it sucks. Have a good time, guys.